If you drop two pebbles into a pool of water at the same time, at some point the waves created by the pebbles will cross each other. If the two wave patterns are identical in frequency and amplitude, then the hills and the valleys of these waves will match each other. When added up, they will create a waveform twice the height of the original wave. This phenomena is called constructive interference. Now, if you drop two pebbles into the same pool of water, but this time you drop them at different times, you will probably find that the hills match the valleys and the valleys match the hills. When you added them up, you would discover that they canceled each other out. This phenomena is called destructive interference. The principles of constructive and destructive interference can be applied to many aspects of life, including education. If students feel matched and supported, their confidence builds and their accomplishments increase, just like the waves that are created with constructive interference. On the other hand, when a student doesn't feel matched or supported, the experience can generate a counterproductive or disempowering situation very similar to the misalignment of the hills and valleys of destructive interference. When I met Denise, a high school sophomore, her grades were falling and she was feeling confused about school and her future. This was unusual behavior for Denise. She had always enjoyed school, excelled academically, and had been clear about her career path for quite some time. In an attempt to uncover the source of her confusion, I introduced Denise to explore and ponder. Denise was immediately surprised by how different she felt when she drew circles versus when she drew lines. She loved drawing circles, all sizes, but especially large ones. On the other hand, she was stunned by how much she hated drawing straight lines. It didn't matter what direction she drew them, she disliked straight lines intensely. She said drawing them made her feel angry and sick inside. I then asked Denise to see if she could find a way to draw circles and lines on the same piece of paper in a way that was enjoyable. This was going to be a challenge since she had such a strong dislike for straight lines. After several attempts, Denise discovered a pattern she liked, and in the middle of doing the drawing, she had an insight about her situation. What we all discovered was that one of Denise's teachers had decided that Denise's goals weren't adequate. This had not been a one-time discussion, but instead was feeling like an ongoing demand to Denise. The situation was making Denise feel unseen and unsupported, creating a situation similar to the misalignment of hills and valleys of destructive interference. Now, the story doesn't end here. About a month later, I spoke with Denise's mother. She said Denise was doing a lot better. In fact, she had discovered that drawing circles and lines not only relaxed her body and opened her mind, but also infused her with more confidence and a renewed belief in herself. In fact, Denise was feeling so strong she went to talk to her well-meaning teacher to let her know that she appreciated her insights, but was not interested in the career pursuit she was suggesting. How could drawing circles and lines facilitate such a change? In the process of trying to draw circles and lines on the same page, Denise suspended her subconscious mind and became aware of an inaccurate belief she had about having to fulfill other people's demands in order to be loved. When she saw the trap of that belief, she knew the right step to take. How did this activity help Denise create what she believed? Drawing the circles and lines on the same piece of paper helped Denise become aware of an internal conflict she had in her mind. When she uncovered her truth, her conflict dissolved. Then she felt empowered and free to create the future that was right for her.